Hello, and thank you for joining me today. Today, we will discuss ethical complexities of data collected by the NSA. My name is Marilyn Anthony, and I thank you for your time. Today, we will explore the data that the National Security Agency, referred throughout this presentation as the NSA, collects. We will discuss in which amounts is collected, why they collect this information, and if it is protecting the United States nation's security interest. According to the privacy policy on the NSA's website, they collect a large variety of information that personally identifies citizens. It is including, but not limited to, email addresses, home addresses, work information like work telephone numbers and work addresses, computer hardware, and also computer software information. The NSA is collecting these large amounts of data on civilians despite it being warranted. And the general consensus is this information is collected for the cause of the greater good. As Siegel states, this information is to help aid in the protection of civilians while fighting both terrorism and general crime. It is the responsibility of the NSA to protect our cybersecurity infrastructure and communication system. There are massive amounts of data collected has a share of advantages and disadvantages. Some of those pros and cons are as listed. The pros of the data collected is by using tools like the automatic suspect discovery, which is also known as the ASD. It has the ability to process data first and assist with manpower used to narrow down a suspect. It also creates patterns that help determine potential suspects. This assists with reducing human bias and it helps with early detection to prevent threats or previously unknown suspects. However, there are some cons to this process. And the cons are that it collects an abundant amount of information on all civilians. This places possible risk on civilian liberties. It also may provide data that may accuse innocent citizens. It can also be a tool misused by overzealous members of law enforcement. So that leads us to the big question, to collect data or not to collect data. The big question to collect data or not to collect data is there because there is no guarantee that the information being collected will not present false suspicions. While these concerns are valid, the need for protection comes at a cost of requiring a large sum of data. Overall, the process of data collection often happens unwillingly. So, throughout every moment of the day, there's potential for data to be collected. The information is there as it can be a beneficial way to create a better processes and provide a more enjoyable living experience. With the infinite surplus of data, it has an enormous placement for potential that goes beyond it being beneficial. With that knowledge, my answer to collect or not to collect data is yes. Yes to data collections. The system requires a vast amount of information to process to create potential leads, whereas there is no way of knowing if the information is accurate without human work being contributed to the work of the machine. But despite the risk, there's a need for this information to be collected. The wide scale data, although it causes concerns, helps identify potential harm, risk, and threats of the United States citizens. The agenda is to use it to fight terrorism and general crime while not endangering civil liberties. The NSA states that they require comprehensive data in house so we can rapidly investigate specific individuals while they become of interest. We do not inspect the activities of ordinary civilians in general. Non criminal information being stored makes it easier for the system to work. In conclusion, the NSA collects vast amounts of data, including personal information, and this is to aid in protecting national security interests. While the collection raises concern about civil liberties and potential misuse, it also offers advantages, such as using tools like automatic suspect discovery to process the data efficiently and assist with threat detection. Despite the risk, the need for the data collection is recognized as vital for identifying potential threats and protecting citizens from harm. The NSA emphasizes that it focuses on a specific individual of interest and does not generally monitor ordinary civilians. While there are valid concerns about privacy, the NSA's data collection efforts are aimed at enhancing security and preventing terrorism and crime, all while minimizing the impact on civil liberties. Thank you for your time today, and that has been my thoughts on the ethical complexity of the NSA. I hope you all enjoyed. Have a great day.